Hello, welcome. My name is Casper Hansen, and today we'll be tying one of my favorite flies for Argentinian sea trout. It's a classic nymph, but with a little bit of rubber legs and a little twist. It is extremely good for hunting sea trout in Argentina. I tie it with the Ahrex HR 416 hook, a quite strong nymph hook, and you can tie it at different sizes. You could also use maybe an even smaller nymph hook with a shorter shank, but I think this one works very, very good as an all-round fly. This is a size 8, and I'll be tying this with a small bead in front here. Just put this on. It's a small brass bead. You could use a tungsten bead as well. This is the copper john nymph, and it's a quite heavy nymph. And we want it to be heavy. We want it to be going down fast when you fish it. And another advantage with this quite heavy fly is that when you are fishing in Argentina with the heavy wind, it's always a bit of a help to stretch your leader throughout the wind. When you have a heavy fly. I put on the bead, and now I put on some lead-free wire here, and I will just make sure that the bead stays in place, but also it gives the fly a little bit extra weight. I give it these maybe 10, 12, 15 turns, and then I put on my thread here. Make sure that the wire and the bead stays in place. Just give it a few wraps back and forth. Just like that. Then I go back, and then I will start by tying in the tail. I use these goose bites. I choose 2, cut them off, and then I tie them in one at a time. These are quite stiff, but pretty nice to work with. I want them to be sitting on the side of the hook, pointing a little bit upwards, like this. And then I take the other one. A little bit too short. Now I am going to build up the body, and a fly called copper john, of course, has some copper in it. I take some soft wire, copper wire here, medium size, tie it in underneath on the underside of the shank here. And then I just build up with the thread. So that it gives the fly a little bit of volume. Like this. Then I take my copper wire and I turn it And I want each turn to be right next to the other one, so I get a nice even body. I have also tied this fly where I used some flat braid, actually mini flat braid in the copper color, and I just twisted it. That doesn't weigh anything, gives you a very light fly. There we go. Just tie in the wire here. Then I use an old scissor to cut off the wire. Otherwise it can be quite hard on your expensive scissors. When you cut off the wire, it can have some sharp edges, so make sure that you cover it up with the thread. Then I'm gonna do the front part of the body, and I have to, the last part that I'm gonna fold over, I tie in first. I use some Mirage tinsel here, which will give the fly a really nice flashy look in the water. Tie it in here on top of the hook. Like this. Then I use some of this. It can be some kind of Scott back material. This is some I use for shrimp flies also. Yes. And now we are ready for the rubber legs. I tie this one with brown rubber legs. I've tied it with yellow, with orange, and with white, and it all seems to work. With the brown one, it's a little bit more discreet, which I like. But all different kinds of rubber legs works on this one. I tie in 2 sets of legs on each side of the fly, like an X. I will cut them shorter than they are now when the fly is finished. But when you see it from the top, you can see the X like this. And then I'm gonna make the body from some ice dubbing, some UV peacock ice dubbing. I think the original Copper John is tied with original peacock, but I like this a lot. It gives a little bit more flashy look to the fly. It's quite a strong material also compared to the peacock, and it almost looks like peacock in the water also. I dub it in front of the legs, between the legs here, so I split them out, and behind the legs, and I built quite a a wide or big body here. I don't dub it too hard. I'm gonna brush it out a little bit at the end. Then I fold back this and press it down. Tie it in here with a thread, just a few wraps, and then I fold back the mirage tinsel over, and make sure it is placed right on top of it. A few extra turns here to make sure it stays in place, and then I just fold it back once more just to secure it extra. And then I'm gonna cut the rest of this off. Gonna clean it up. Then I'll make a whip finish knot here. And then I'm firstly gonna trim the legs to make sure that they have the length that I want. I don't want them too long. I want them to stay out 90 degrees more or less from the hook shank, so that when I move the fly, the legs don't just go back, but they try to stand out all the time. As the last part of the fly, I'll put some UV resin on top here. Both for strength and for making it look even better. Try to keep the dubbing fibers out here. That's why I pull the legs and the dubbing fibers down. Just gonna give them one more drop of this. This UV glue also gives the fly some extra weight. I use the Red Sap thick, clear. And then I just make sure that it gets see, I need to put a little bit extra on here. Now it's more or less how I want it. If I wanted to have some extra time in the UV light, I can just put it in the window and let the sun help me out. But it cures quite fast. The last thing I do is just to brush out a little bit of the dubbing. And there you have it, the Copper John, the rubber leg version, which is a really, really nice fly for Argentinian sea trout.